Right, hello and welcome to my Resident Evil Requiem review, I suppose. I have finished the game now. Took about 3-4 streams. We went through it. Well, we really went through it. So I didn't want to rush anything, as it is a first playthrough. You really never get your first playthrough back, so... But now that we're done with it, I'm ready to talk about it, I guess. So for me, this was an absolute blast, man. I love this game. It really felt like the best new RE experience, quotation marks, in a very long time. I mean, we have some remakes, which were very good. Not 3. RE2 remake, very good game. RE4 remake, very good game. But this was all like a new story. In terms of that, I think it's the best RE game for many years in that regard. First off, I really need to give massive credit to Angela Santalbano for her job portraying Grace in this game. That was fucking amazing. She did a very good job. Nick did a very good job as well. We know Nick would do a great job because Nick is amazing. Was amazing in RE2 remake, was amazing in RE4 remake, so we know what Nick brought to the table. But yeah, I really wanted to give the credit to Angela for this. 10 out of 10. So, we do start off this game trying to get out of the medical center as Grace. Well, after the opening, that is. The opening with Grace and then Leon. So it's a bit of a prologue, if you will. But yeah, when we actually get into the nitty-gritty of the game, we are trying to get out of the medical center as Grace. And I think this was peak survival horror for me. In terms of Resident Evil game, I don't know many Resident Evil games that got that formula better than this. It was absolutely perfect. I know a lot of people like the Leon sections more for different reasons. I must say I'm leaning towards I will say that I enjoyed the Grace bits a bit more than I did Leon's bits in general, actually. I enjoyed the horror more than the action, but the balance between the two was really well put together, so it didn't really feel like you got only a horror game or only an action game. You got a little bit of both in perfect harmony. But yeah, the medical center with Grace was unsettling, extraordinary atmosphere. The lack of weaponry really made this feel like it hit all the right spots in a survival horror game. You were tense all the way through, or I was tense all the way through. So yeah, I really did enjoy that. Don't get me wrong, I did enjoy Leon's action parts of this game, but the horror part of this, especially then in Grey's storyline, were really where the game excelled, in my opinion. It really was, man. I feel like the horror also felt more consistent than ever done before. I mean, RE7 did have its moments, quite a few moments of good horror in RE7. But like the feeling of this, it was more consistent. And yeah, I really liked it. My major fear going into this game was that it would lean more into the action part and lose the horror aspect by doing that. I was wrong. I'm holding my hand up and say I was wrong. They found a very good balance between the two, jumping between both the Grace and Leon campaign. Wasn't a lot of jumping. You get a lot of Grace in the beginning, then you got to jump over to Leon for a bit. So it wasn't like jump. It was pretty consistent storytelling in in their portions of gameplay. So you get quite a long segment with Graves, and you get a pretty long segment with Leon, and then you kind of play both of them in the end game. I also have to give props to Capcom for the choice between first and third person. They obviously had a recommended setting, which was first person for Grace, third person for Leon, which makes sense. And that's the way I played it. I really enjoyed playing it that way too. Capcom has obviously done both in the past with the first person with 7 and 8, and third person in the remakes of 2, 3, and 4. I felt like they must have realized there are fans that love first person and dislikes third person, vice versa. And taking this knowledge into account and giving the player the option to choose was a big win. I must say it was a big win. So obviously there's a lot of nods to other RE games in this game. A lot of fan service from... Obviously RE2 has a lot for obvious reasons. A lot of fan service to RE2. But also you have some nods, or one nod in particular, to RE0. With the girl final fight, I guess. With the ceiling opening. So yeah, it's not only RE2, it's nods to quite a few different games here in the franchise. And also it never really feels out of place with the nods and the fan service in this game. Not out of place, not forced to that extent that you feel like this is too forced. Never felt that. So that's also a win. This game definitely is a love letter to the fans in that regard. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Combat system is pretty smooth. Obviously very different between the two characters. The crafting system is quite interesting, especially with Grace. You get collect blood and make all kinds of weird stuff with it. I mean, you can make weird stuff with it, but kind of the weirdest is to make bullets out of blood, I suppose. Feels like we're playing Bloodborne now. No, I can make some cool shit with it. Like I can't remember what it's called now. The thing you use to blow up zombies with is pretty cool. You also have the steroids, the RE7 kind of thing. Steroids to make your HP higher, I guess, and the stabilizer. How stabilize you in shooting, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty cool. A cool crafting system, but in perfect Capcom fashion. Serious, cool, but also pretty silly. But I have nothing bad to say about it. I like it. Also an interesting kind of system for Leon later on, where every kill will grant him points he can spend at the item box, quotation marks. Really giving you an incentive to actually go bananas. Let's go and kill everything. If you want to get more points, you can spend to upgrade your weapons and stuff. It's pretty interesting too. Talking about Leon's parts, this will be the only kind of negative point of this, because this is really the only negative I have on this game. Well, it's not really a negative per se, it's just my point of view of it. The only part that I didn't enjoy as much as the rest of the game, I suppose. And that was collecting like the detonator parts with Leon in Raccoon City. It really felt like you did this. Well, you didn't do the same thing 3 times, but it kind of felt like it. You went to an area, went through a shooting gallery, killing shit, just to get to where you needed to be to get the part for the detonator. You did it like once. Well, the last time was like the tower was like blown to smithereens and it felt like an Uncharted game. But it was pretty cool, actually. I didn't mind that too much. But doing like shooting gallery after shooting gallery 3 times back to back was kind of felt sluggish at times. Wasn't too bad, but yeah, it was probably the only time I didn't enjoy myself as much in this game. It's not like I would say it's zombies using weapons. It's not that, because I'm fine with that. I'm fine with them using like spears and whatnot. I have no gripe with that at all. Like, they are arguably a little bit smarter in this game, I suppose, than your regular zombie. I was even okay with like the BSA zombies shooting at you occasionally. The only gripe I have with intelligent quotation mark zombies is the fucking mortar zombies. Fuck them, man. Not only are they smart enough to use it, they also have perfect aim. They are still zombies and they can perfectly aim a mortar at you. I was not a fan of that. I was not a fan of that. But that's okay. It's me being nitpicky anyway. Because it was really the only time I had anything negative to say about this game in my 9-hour first play of it. So finally, I will say I feel like it was smart to introduce a new character for the more survival horror parts of this game and the story with Grace. I feel like Capcom is at a point where they really can't use their OG characters in that setting anymore. At least not in where they are in the timeline now. And I will go in on that so you understand what I'm talking about. Like, take Leon, Chris, Jill, Claire, whoever, for an example here, and put them in the position of Grace in this game. Wouldn't have felt authentic, I guess, because a big part of Grace's journey is that she is inexperienced and not used to this kind of thing, which kind of gives that more oomph in terms of her gameplay and such, and her like journey in this game. And Capcom really has made their OG characters, again, Leon, Chris, Jill, Claire, you put any one of those in there. It really made them superheroes at this point, so putting them in a setting where they're supposed to be scared of enemies is kind of, yeah, it doesn't feel right, does it? So I feel that was a good move, utilizing a new character in that, more inexperienced character. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts after playing through this game once. I started my second playthrough actually for some achievements yesterday. But yeah, as it stands now, I would give this game, out of 10, I give it a 9. Solid 9. Yeah, I absolutely love this game and I will continue to play it quite a few times. We'll get it 100% now, that's the goal. And there's some people that want to speedrun it, so I might jump on that train at some point. We shall see. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time with this game, and my first playthrough, yeah, I really cherished every moment of that. Except the mortar zombies, I guess. But yeah. 9 out of 10 game. I will probably put this if I did RE ranking now. It won't be top. It will be probably my top 3 now, though. Kind of hard to put it into special. Well, rank it towards other games in the series. Kind of hard to kind of rank games because, as I have said before, it's kind of hard what to go into a ranking like that, because especially when we're talking Resident Evil, it's like a 30-year long journey that I've been on since I was 12 until in my 40s now. So it really, you're really in different stages of your life when a game comes out, so it's kind of hard. Nostalgia obviously plays a big part when you are a kid playing games or a teenager. That's why RE2 will probably always be my favorite. Well, actually, it's RE2 OG and RE1 Remake is kind of battling it out for first place for me. But I think this game, it's very fresh now, but I think it might take a third spot there. I think it might become my third favorite RE game. I don't know. My third favorite RE game right now is Code Veronica, but this might actually take it. I will put it in there now, but as I said, it's very fresh. It's a new game, a new experience, so let me excuse me, get a few more playthroughs before I actually give that. Do that ranking. But right now I'm feeling it's definitely a top 5. It could be a top 3. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this game. 18-minute review, I suppose. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. If you haven't played it yet, play it. Have I spoiled too much? I haven't. I spoiled some of them. It's not a spoiler-free review, by the way, but I don't think I gave too much away if you want to play the game. So, if you haven't played the game, go and play the game. It's absolutely amazing. Well done, Capcom. That's all for me. Thank you for listening. Ta-da and farewell.